So you are in the market for a charger. Maybe your old charger just died on you, or you just got a new flagship device. And what makes a flagship device flagship? The charger is not in the box. And you are left with a choice. Thanks to USB-C, the dream of having one charger for all your devices is just within the grasp. But this dream is filled with a lot of minefields of false marketing and confusing standards. And right here, the road splits. If money is no object and convenience is not a priority, just buy the official charger. It's expensive, it's a one-trick pony, but it works. But if you are here, you are not looking for the okay option. You want the smart option. You want to build a smarter system, a truly Geek Life OS system. So let me save you some time. See, we have all seen that 100-watt cheap charger marketing, but what brand fails to tell you is not every wattage is made equally. Wattage is a product of volt and ampere. If you're not a science student, think of voltage as the water pressure and amperage as the width of a pipe. Our phone just does not need this X amount of water, which is wattage. It needs a particular combo of pipe width and the water pressure. Get that combo wrong and you will left with maybe a flood or drip irrigation. Now, all this is further complicated by the way a battery charges. It's a two-phase process. For the first phase, the charger gives complete current. The floodgates are open, complete power. But for the second half, the current drastically reduces so that it places the battery in the right way and which prolongs your battery life. This slowdown is not a bug. It's a very critical feature, and this dance of current can be achieved with only the right chargers. So to find the right charger, firstly you need to know which camp you are in. In the modern world, there are only 3 camps. First, you have the pure USB PD charging group. Think Apple and Motorola. They have completely embraced the open standard. For once, Apple is not the one behind a walled garden. So what it means is any charger with USB PD standard will be compatible with your Apple and Motorola devices. Next is the smart standard camp. That's Samsung and Pixel. They work on USB PD charging standard, but to unlock the complete super quick charge 2.0 or whatever they call, you need to have something called a PPS, a programmable power supply. Look for chargers with the PPS marker and you will be golden. And finally, the walled garden, the house of BBK and Xiaomi. If you do not know who's BBK, BBK means Oppo, Vivo, OnePlus, Realme and iQOO. Their proprietary tech like VooC or VOP charging is pretty brilliant. All the complicated circuitry is in the charger itself. So if you're using your phone while charging, like if you're gaming while charging, the phone does not get heated up that much. The downside, it's a proprietary standard. You will have to buy their charger and their cables. But most of the modern BBK and Xiaomi devices support USB PD charging also. To know exactly, you need to go to GSM Arena, look up your exact phone model, and under battery, it will tell you the exact charging standard it supports. Knowledge is power, literally. So that's the phone. What about the rest of the ecosystem? Our earphones, our headphones, our smart watches, small gadgets we have. What about them? They require really less power. Surely a 100-watt charger would fry them? Is it? And with a dumb charger, you might be right. But this is where a PPS charger becomes the master diplomat for your tech arsenal. It doesn't just shout power, it intelligently asks the device how much power they require. If the device is set at 5 watt, it would just supply the 5 watt. It is the most safe and elegant solution you can have. On the contrary, A dumb 10 watt or a 20 watt charger also can fry your AirPods. So, for the final system upgrade, if you are from the BBK family, Oppo, Vivo, OnePlus, etc., use the charger in the box. It's a masterpiece of engineering for your device. For everyone else, Samsung, Apple, Pixel, and the likes, get a good quality GAN charger. Ignore the wattage in the front. Look for these three specific letters first. PPS. If the charger supports PPS, then get a big enough wattage charger which can charge your laptop even. And you would have bought a single charger to intelligently, safely, and smartly charge all your devices. And this is how you charge your life's operating system. Thank you, and I hope to see you one day soon.
Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you someday soon. I just have one more section left, the Pro Geek Corner, where I address some FAQs unscripted.
Your cable is not a dumb wire, it is pretty crucial. So get a wire which is compatible with the 30 watt, 60 watt or 100 watt charging you are expecting. For BBK devices or anything with a proprietary charging tech, their proprietary wires are non-negotiable if you want that super VooC charging. Secondly, a crucial warning. A lot of budget laptops which have Type-C charging as an option, but they are designed around the barrel pin or the proprietary charging tech from the company. There have been a lot of reports from the community that the motherboard gets fried because of charging through USB-C. If you're using a device which is designed for charging with USB-C, or if you're using a premium laptop like a MacBook, XPS, ThinkPad, etc., then you are golden. But if you're using a budget laptop which has USB-C charging as an option, stick to the barrel charger. 3. Stop worrying about charging overnight. See, the enemy of charging is heat. If you're charging your phone while keeping it under a pillow, that's a problem. Charging for 8 hours straight is not a problem. The charger manufacturer, the phone manufacturer knows you're gonna charge it overnight. So charging for 8 hours straight, it's not a problem. Phones and chargers are designed to handle that. And bonus info, please stop buying those super cheap chargers and wires. That is how your device goes. And also stick with brands which have something to do with electronics, which have a history of electronics. Don't buy chargers and wires from a fashion brand. Though charging looks like a very simple technology, the QC and the safety process is tedious. So stick to brands which have a history of producing good quality electronics.